in the camera, but it is super late, so we're gonna do a really quick meal prep. I say quick, it's still gonna take about 3 hours to cook. If you hear anything in the background, that is my lovely girlfriend watching YouTube. Occasionally, she does a lot of stuff. All right, so I got everything already measured out to make this faster. 300 milligrams or 1 cup of cottage cheese. This concoction right here is 2 tablespoons of red crushed pepper flakes, 2 tablespoons of red crushed pepper flakes, black pepper, garlic pepper, onion powder, Italian seasoning, and some Tony Satchers. This weird stuff in this right here is 2 tablespoons of tomato paste and roasted garlic paste. I have 1 can of San Marzano peeled tomatoes. All of this, with the exception of this, I forgot the cream cheese. I have a block of cream cheese over here. I'm trying to let come up to room temp. This is roughly a cup and a half of Parmigiano Reggiano grated. My lovely girlfriend also did that for me while I was doing some other things. And then in the back in this bowl is roughly 2.5 pounds of chicken. So with this meal prep, it's supposed to make, what I'm making is it makes 10 servings, about 475 calories, 43 grams of protein, 58 grams of carbs, and about 20 grams of fat, because I didn't find the less fat cream cheese. But pretty much all you got to do from this point, if you want to do it with me, this is actually one of my favorite meal preps. I eat this one so much that I know it annoys my friends and girlfriend because I make this one constantly. So all we got to do, chicken. So normally I don't cube it up first. I normally saute it a little bit first so I can get some of the seasoning to stick a little bit better to it. I've got some chicken pieces in there still. Yeah. So I go chicken in. I'm going to season first next, then tomato sauce. So like I said, that's just all those seasoned on the side. Some Tony Satchers, black pepper, red crushed pepper flakes, onion powder, garlic pepper, and Italian seasoning. Going in with the whole can of peeled San Marzano tomatoes. Scrape this up. Just gonna scrape this out a little bit. That'll be enough for now. Going in with the garlic paste and red and tomato paste. I don't think I haven't tried it with I haven't tried this one with the roasted garlic yet. I normally do grate my own garlic for it. Ooh. That's season getting me. It's airborne. I'm gonna put half of this Parmigiano Reggiano in here now. Yeah. So that's it for this. Give this a good old mixeroni. Normally, I will let this cook on low for 3.5, 4 hours, but it is super late, and I don't feel like staying up with it. So I'm gonna let it cook on high for 3 hours. I gotta finish this meal prep up. All right. All that's left to do for this one specifically, chicken's cooked. Chicken's cooked. Cook the pasta off screen. This is a really quick one. I'm going to use the remainder of this video. I'm going to go over. My pasta set too long. I'm going to go over my BMI progress with everything regarding that. I gotta break the pasta up a little bit. So I'm going to go over my BMI progress for the past month so we can kind of look and talk about how I've actually been doing. Get in there with this pasta. Let me switch this around. There we go. Use my spatula, my flat one. So the pasta actually I messed up and got the wrong box. I got a 2-pound box. Don't know where I got a 2-pound box of this pasta from. I got it from Walmart. I know that. I don't know why I would get a 2-pound box instead of the normal one, but me at the time had to have a reason for it. So this right here is a blender Rob got me, actually. And I think the only thing I forgot to tell y'all to put in here is milk. It is a cup of milk goes in this. Oh, it's a lot of dairy in this. And if someone's lactose intolerant, do my guts be pleading for mercy? Yes. Do I care? No, because this is this is my favorite meal prep. Actually, like, it's so good. Ooh. It is my favorite meal prep. I think this is when I first started meal prepping. Actually, this was one of the first recipes I made. I very much need to get back at it. I say get back at it. I have been out of the gym. By the time this video comes out, I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks. I think I've only worked out 3 times in those 2 weeks. Pot tot. In here dropping stuff. Yeah, so we really just gotta have to add your cheese sauce and mix her up. You want to par cook the pasta. You're not supposed to cook the pasta all the way because it's going to cook more in here. So I think this one calls for 15 minutes, so I cooked it for 10. I definitely could have cooked more pasta looking at this. I didn't measure it out quite as accurately as I would have liked to have. Is not feel like cooking this one tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it'd be alright. So I just gotta let that cook for an additional 20 minutes till it thickens up some more. Then from there, just got to, so just gonna let that cook it for an additional 15, 20 minutes. Then from there, we're going to portion it up. This is supposed to make 10 portions. And then after this, I'm gonna go through and go over my BMI index from, I got 5-star, which is just the kind of progress of where I am now from March, when I started it. I did it, I think that first weekend of March is when I did it. I think I did it actually March 2nd. I have both sheets. I'm gonna put them on there, and I'm gonna kind of go down each one individually and explain what was explained to me and how it was explained to me, and kind of see what I think I should change now that I've had that month to kind of go through. And now I got to kind of keep going because, like I said, the end goal is to drop roughly 100 pounds this year and get swole. So me and my girlfriend can be, what is it? I'm going to be Hercules. I'm going to be Batman and then Hercules, right? She said yes. She is off camera. I don't know. You can't. You can't be heard from in there. I don't think the mic picks up quite that well. But Rob does that for me sometimes. No, I think it was the first video. So this is actually my second time recording this specific recipe. First time, I can't remember what happened the first time. First time, it literally took us 2 hours to record this video, and I just did not like how the footage came out. And when I started putting the footage all together, it was still like an hour-long video. So that's one of the reasons why my first video is almost 40 minutes long, and my next video after that is like 14 minutes. Because I was like, okay, so like once I put it out, I was like, man, it's too much. Because somebody else had told me that too. They watched it, was like, hey, it looks good, but it's a lot. And I was like, you're right. So now I'm trying to figure out how to streamline it while also maintaining some type of time wise. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm splitting this into I'm splitting this into two kind of videos. What I'm trying to do. I'm also still trying to work on a video I filmed. So I have been still filming. I haven't been able to sit down and edit the way I want to. But take it off right now and put it back. You can speak. You don't want to. You don't have to. Yeah. But yeah, because I still got to do the art walk stuff, and I know that's actually the next one's coming up this month. So I'm gonna try to get some more footage if I go out there this coming week. Portions all breaking down. So what I do is, I think I talked about in another video. I normally get some vegetables, like bags of frozen vegetables, and just throw those in my lunchbox. Or when I come back to the house, I grab one of these out. I'll grab one of these out of the freezer, and then that's my dinner. I try to eat some oatmeal and stuff for lunch. Take me a protein shake on the way to work, and that's really about my day. But yeah, so this is one of my favorite meal preps I've made. I think it's right around 470 calories, 40 something grams of protein, 30. I can't remember. I talked about it earlier in the video. Second is going to be I'm going to be uploading and talking. Well, not uploading, but I'm going to be talking about my BMI and all that stuff, and kind of, like I said, how it's explained to me. I'm going to explain to y'all, and kind of just look over what's changed and what I think I need to start working on to change next. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably pick up and stitch that video. I'm about to go over my BMI sheet, or the muscle fat analysis and all that body composition analysis I got done at 5-Star Nutrition. It's not a plug or anything like that. 5-Star Nutrition just so happens that for as my understanding, they do these for free. When you come in there, it's kind of help you. They'll do this. I think they do this to try to help you They do this for free to help sell you supplements and whatnot. So I kind of think that's why they do it. You just got to have an account with them. Also, I do want to point out this right here. I don't know why I'm looking. All this right here is like some of my nerd stuff I was talking about. Like I have like anime figures over there, comic stuff. I think you can see. You might be able to see my box of comics. I actually have it sitting on the floor right now over there. But yeah, that's all the stuff I was talking about with like my nerd corner is what I call it. But back to this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to kind of go over the sheet, and I'm going to upload pictures of it as I read it. That way you can kind of read along with me, essentially. So like it's called the InBody. At least that's what it says at the top of the sheet, right? And it has like your complete weight breakdown. Like it tells you how much. Like when I did this, let's see, this was I did this a couple of days ago, but I guess by the time I put this video out, it's gonna probably be a week. Who cares about that math, right? So when I did this, I did this a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm looking at the date now. Sorry, it's been a long couple of days. I don't know if I said that, but hey, we'll be all right. We got it. So one of the things about this is so it has like how much your water weight is, your dry lean mass, your body fat, and then your total weight. So from what I've picked up is what I've learned, and I think it might say it on here actually. I don't know yet. So one of the things I've learned, I'm gonna talk about the body weight first. What they were telling me was for your total body water weight is supposed to be close to half as my understanding as you can get your actual body weight. So for just on water weight alone, when I did this was 167.1 pounds of body weight. Now my muscle content actually, he told me went down. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. But my muscle mass is exactly 60 pounds of my dry lean muscle mass, which is more of in my understanding, is like that's your muscle mass beyond your skeletal muscle mass. Your dry lean mass is, sorry, I had to burp. Your dry lean mass is supposed to be like the muscle you have additional to your skeletal muscle. Like it's the muscle you're pretty much working out, getting big for, right? And then from mine is 60 pounds even. I gotta get that up. Yeah, my rookie numbers. Gotta pump those numbers up. And then from there, I have my body fat mass, which my body fat mass is 184.1 pounds, which is body fat. My body fat mass. I don't know if I said that right now. I probably did. I don't know. Anywho, but my total, and what I've heard is you also have to kind of like, when you want to do something like this, you want to go earlier in the day. That way you've like kind of already relieved yourself and you've already drank in some of your water for the day, but you don't want to have to eat anything, which is the difference between those first two weight measurements that I have on here. So when I did the first day, the first time, like I said, I did these like literally because of for the month of March, they were doing a competition. Was it March? No, it's yeah. For the month of February, from the end of February to the beginning of March, they're doing a competition. So I went in the week before the competition had started because I missed it. All that it was during March, but I had went in at the beginning of February, or yeah, the actual weigh in for it was I did my weigh in the last day to start it, which is like February 20 something. But I had went in a couple days before that to try to figure out everything with it. And when they go ahead and had me do one, and that's when I got the 415.9 at. And then when I came back a few days later is where I got the 416, which is a pound difference roughly. Yeah, roughly. I'm not good at math. For those of you who know me, you know that already. But so when I went back a couple days ago, I weighed in. I was 411.2. They told me I had dropped 5 pounds of weight altogether, but my skeletal muscle mass went down. Your skeletal muscle mass, how he explained it to me was that's like how it sounded like. That's like the muscle that kind of helps you like, with movement and whatnot. For is my understanding. I'm gonna kind of also look a little bit more into this, both more later on versus what they've told me, because of as this is what the workers were telling me when they set me down, was trying to explain the sheet to me a little bit. So I went down 5 pounds altogether. I lost 4 pounds of muscle, which that's no bueno. I gotta I gotta figure out kind of what's going on there. And then he said my body fat percentage actually went just really in general. I want to say he said when you're trying to like lose weight, because sometimes like the scale, and this is also one of the reasons I do want to do this is because I've been curious about how much muscle I can like I do hold and I can hold. Another thing, oh, I'll talk about that after this. So yeah, my body fat percentage went up like literally 1% with me losing that 4 pounds of muscle. And I guess that just means I gotta kind of bounce back and start hit the gym, hit the weights a little heavier. Like I said, it's been real busy, like between times of me doing this. So I wasn't able to get as much muscle training as I was doing cardio training. You know, when I actually found my first sheet, I didn't get a sheet the second time when I actually started the competition at the end of February when this was going on for my first weigh-in. So they also recommend you come in every 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to get start doing every 2 weeks. That way I can give an update because this is pretty much gonna be like a kind of a check-in kind of thing. Still trying to hold myself accountable, and try to get all of my stuff situated. So another going back to like the sheet right here. Uh, one of the measurements that I left out was a skeletal muscle mass. I talked about it a little bit when I was talking about the lean body mass. So my skeletal muscle mass is a 134 pounds. Like also about it when they how they do theirs is they have it broken down by the muscle mass. First, my understanding that's what this means is so this is your segment muscle mass per like part of your body. So for instance, it's something like I have like 32 pounds. I guess this is skeletal as well as dry lean muscle mass. Or is it just my lean body mass? Okay, so I think this is my lean body mass broken down across like all sections. So for instance, like my right leg, ironically enough, is my bad leg. My whole right side, no, my right leg or left shoulder, those are both shot. Messed them up in high school and just me being stupid over the years. So, for instance, my right leg is 32.83 pounds. My left leg is 31.99 pounds. Left arm, 15.61 pounds. And right arm is 15.494 pounds. I can't speak. I have my glasses on, so you think I'd be able to read. But so that's pretty much just what this is breaking down. I'm gonna try to get more information on this when I do my second checkup, which will be in again 2 weeks. To try to get like a better understanding of what some of this stuff means. But that's hey, if you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking around. Uh, appreciate you. Have a good day. Like, subscribe, comment anything. Like if you have meal preps, I get a lot of my meal preps off of social media or through friends. So if you have any meal preps or anything like that, let me know. Like comment them, email them to me, recommend them. Like if you got books, I'm constantly trying to find meal preps. I know I have a Google Drive account that I started. I share it with some of me and my friends. Like when we find things, we'll add to it. It's at like man 40, not 40. So it has like 40 recipes, which I think is like 20-ish pages on it, and that's just meal prep recipes. We have another drive that's just straight, just regular food that we like to eat that we've come across over the years. But yeah, like, subscribe. Appreciate you for watching. If you have any recipes, let me know. Appreciate you. Have a good day.